going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am going to be taking you guys through an intense beginner's booty crack-a-lackin' workout, because who here doesn't want a big, juicy, tender, really big butt? And for those who usually go to the gym and have no idea what to do for their butt or for their legs or literally anything in general, like, I am here to guide you in the right direction when it comes to the butt. I know a lot of us tend to struggle when it comes to building up the glutes and just training the glutes in general. Like, it took me like a year or so to kind of, you know, get the hang of all the activation stuff that you need to do and just all the workouts and just like the little things that help with building your glutes when it comes to training them at the gym. So I know how it feels, I know how it goes, I know what you're going through, and if you're a beginner or just someone who really wants to know how to build up your glutes, this video is for you. I am here to guide you in the right direction. I'm here to tell you guys all the tips and all the tricks and just everything in between that I have for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys learned something, and I just really hope you guys enjoy looking at the butt, working out the butt, and all that fun stuff. So if you're here to build your glutes, you're in the right place. You're in the right hands. And if you just want to look at the glutes, then, I mean, who doesn't want to look at the glutes? I want to look at the glutes all day, every day. But, what? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you good yourself at the gymmy. Okay, let's go. So we all know how important glute activation is before going into your leg day. Now, there are plenty of different things you can do to get those glutes fired up and going, but I am not saying this is the one and only way to do so, but it's one of the many that I like to do before I train the booty cheeks. I'm also not just warming up the glutes, but the little hamstrings as well. So all you need is your sexy self and the floor with a bench if there's one available, and if there's not one, then feel free to grab either a step up or anything really just to place your feet up on. What you'll do first is do 10 repetitions of some single hip thrust on each leg. Then right after, you're going to be doing 15 hip thrusts with your feet elevated right after. So all you have to do is place one foot on the ground and the other up in the air, and you're simply going to lift your glutes up off the floor while pushing through your heel that's on the ground. Then right after, you'll place your feet up on whatever it is that you have there available for you, and you're going to perform 15 hip thrusts. You want to be sure that you pause and squeeze for at least one good solid second so you really feel your bum catch on fire. And you'll be repeating this for 3 rounds. Okay, let's talk hip abduction machine. So this hip abduction machine and using this hip abduction machine is probably my go-to machine for warming up not only your hips, but your glutes, and just getting everything warmed up and going and fired up. I usually either start off with doing these, or I do them as a little finisher / burner towards the end of my workout. But for today's workout, we are going to be starting off with them just because we're still warming up the glutes and waking everything up. Now, we're going to be doing these a little bit differently though. So instead of just opening and closing your legs and not really feeling it in the right spot, we're going to try something new, because believe it or not, a lot of girls have come up to me and have been like, yo, Sandra, when I do these, I don't even feel it in my glutes. So guys, we're gonna change that today. And honestly, just by adding a simple resistant bands to your calves and doing them makes a huge difference. And I promise that you'll feel it as soon as you add that bad boy onto your calves and do them. But we're not gonna be doing those today. Not today. I'm gonna show y'all something else. So we're going to be doing 20 repetitions for 4 sets on these bad boys. But what I want you guys to do is lift up your butt off that seat, and you're going to go pretty heavy for these first 10. So you're going to do 10 reps with your butt lifted up, and then you're going to sit back down with your butt on this seat, and you're going to do 10 reps as well. But I don't want you guys to just rep them out. I want you guys to pause, and you guys are going to be doing that for 10 reps. So you're going to be doing in total 20 reps. First 10, butt lifted up, then 10 reps with your butt on the seat, paused for 2 seconds. And I guarantee it that right after your first set, your glutes are going to be crying. Okay, it is now time for the fun stuff. So I absolutely love incorporating cable work to my glute days, especially the cable sumo pulsing squat. I literally do these at least once or twice a week just because they are literally my favorite. And for those of you who have already purchased either my Bubble Booty Volume Uno or Dos, you guys already know that this exercise is like my go-to and I am obsessed. Instead of doing the pulsing sumo cable squats today, we are going to be doing some paused cable squats today instead, and you'll see exactly why once you give them a go. These are perfect because unlike squats, you are actually 100% guaranteed to engage and focus on your glutes way much more. Also, not to mention, you aren't carrying any weight on your back, so that's always a good thing. Now, the sumo stance helps, and the squeezing up at the top helps tremendously, so don't forget to squeeze your glutes after every single rep. Squeezing plays a huge part in glute development, so don't forget that's a very important step that should never, ever, ever be skipped or missed. You'll be doing 12 repetitions on these, then step over to the side to do some jumping squats for a total of 30 seconds to keep that heart rate up and going and have those legs on straight fuego. Also, if you're wanting a challenge, try doing the jumping squats with a dumbbell and or a plate instead of doing them with your body weight only. I promise they're killer. Regardless, even if you're doing them with body weight, you guys are going to feel the burn, especially if you're doing it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds doesn't seem like a really long time, but when you're doing these jumping squats, 30 seconds is a really, 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 really long time. But I promise you, your heart rate is not only going to be up, you're not only going to be sweating your buttocks off, but your butt is also going to be on fuego. So repeat this entire superset for 4 rounds. So when I first did these cable kickbacks about 2 years ago, my form was so bad, I'm surprised I didn't break or injure my back. That's why every single time I show this exercise, I really try to explain the form and make sure y'all have that down before anything else, because we don't want anyone getting injured out here, right? So when you're doing these kickbacks, there are a couple of key points that you should focus on in order to get the most out of the kickback exercise. First things first is to maintain and keep your back as straight and neutral as possible. Doing so will put more tension on the booty cheeks, aka the glutes, and less on your lower back. Second thing is you should not overextend your lower back at the end of every rep. The rep stops as soon as your hips are extended and you can feel the glute muscle contract. We do not want anyone with lower back issues for trying to kick your leg up way too far. And last but not least, contracting your glutes hard and pausing at the end is a great way to get them firing up even more. Hot fuego, what's up? Plus, there aren't really many exercises where you get the chance to isolate your glute muscles in this way, so definitely take advantage of that. So I want you guys to perform 10 repetitions on each leg for a total of 3 rounds. Then immediately after, you'll go ahead and grab a barbell to do 15 repetitions of some good mornings. Now, feel free to use either a wide stance or a closed stance. That is totally up to you and what you prefer. But no matter what stance it is that you decide to do, I want you guys to make sure you're also maintaining your back straight and neutral, and do not forget, guys, to squeeze the booty up at the top of the movement. That's super important and you guys know that, so please be sure to squeeze that booty because that's uber duper 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 important. Alright, so you guys already know I always save the best for last. And here we have the best bootylicious crack-a-lackin' exercise of them all. If you haven't added these baby makers, aka hip thrusts, into your routine on your leg days, that needs to change ASAP Rocky. And I know some girls shy away from doing them just because they either feel awkward or they don't know how to properly perform them. So I'm here to help y'all out. Okay, now I typically use a regular bench to perform these, but it was taken at the time. So I had to use this bad boy instead and work with it, which honestly felt pretty amazing, so I was not complaining at all. But let's just pretend I'm using a bench right now. So with the bench, you'll position yourself up and place your shoulder blades against the bench, then have either someone place that barbell on top of your hips, or just simply roll the barbell towards you if you're using the traditional squat barbell from the squat rack. And I also love to use my resistant bands while doing these, just because it really gets my glutes fired all the way up, like literally all the way up. So if you guys do have some resistant bands, I definitely recommend you guys to take those bad boys out and place them on your quads and perform them with the resistant bands, because they just burn so good, especially whenever you're like performing the hip thrust and as you're coming up you like move your knees outwards. If you guys have not tried that, you guys have to give it a go and try it out. Your glutes are literally gonna feel like they're gonna already burn without doing that, but once you do that, it's like the burn is just like 10 times worse. Just try it, I dare you. But since I did do this exercise towards the end of my workout, I just did 3 burnout sets for a total of 20 repetitions, just to kind of give it all I got. So that means you guys got 3 sets of 20 of these bad boys. So rep them out, feel the burn, and make sure to keep your chin to chest and squeeze the bum and pause and all that fun stuff. I love this. So that is all I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I hope you guys learned how to activate the glutes and squeeze the glutes and just do everything to the glutes, because you gotta squeeze it. You gotta make it look ugly to make it look pretty. No, but seriously, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big ol' thumbs up, because booty gains are the best gains. Am I right? Alright, I'll see your gorgeous self in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm pretty sure I already said that a lot, but I just want to thank you guys over and over again, because I love you guys. Don't forget, it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day, and I'll see your gorgeous self in the next one. Bye!